Hey, what's up guys, WRG here in another video. So today I'm going to be testing out the Spider Concealment holster, and as you guys can tell, it conceals pretty well. You can't really see it, I think, from the side, especially if you stand up straight. And this is probably my preferred method of carry. So here it is. You get to carry a spare magazine, and it's also pretty well concealed. You could access it pretty readily. Sometimes holsters are a little too low and it's a little hard to get your fingers around them, but this one's actually pretty good. So we're going to be testing out in the field. You guys can see I have a target set up behind me. So we're going to see basically how it works, how readily I could draw the pistol, how I could do reloads, and how easy I could use it. But in terms of comfort, it's pretty comfortable. In terms of concealment, it's pretty good. And again, this is probably my preferred method of carry because you can protect it if someone wanted to try to take your weapon from you. Also, if you carry it on your back, a lot of times if you fall, you could certainly injure your back having all that metal behind you. So probably my preferred method of carry. So let's test it out and see how it works out. Okay, so I'm drawing and I'm shooting at the center of the target. I'm about 7 yards away. So hands up, never need it, in. So center, redraw. Okay, so here. Alright, so I'm going to just start from a heads up position, see how it works out. So up. Alright, look around, reholster. Try one more time. So start from this position here, up. Reholster. So the holster fits in very securely. I had no issues with it coming out at all. Basically, once you clip it in, it's there. And the fact that it's kind of wide, as you guys can see there, it really helps it stay in place pretty easily. You have the spare magazine readily available. I don't really have to look down. I kind of know where everything is at. These clips are very secure. Let me remove them so I could show you guys how the holster looks. Taking it out. Okay, so this is kind of a close-up of what you get. It has this claw here on the side, which is actually a pretty cool feature. And what it does is it clips against your belt and it pushes the gun in towards your body. So by pushing it in towards your body, this handle is more concealed, which is pretty cool. And then you have also your spare magazine. They do come in all types of colors. I chose the gray and red just because I wanted something different. But they honestly have all kinds of colors and different features that you guys could go out there and check out. This is probably one of their flagship models here. And it is modular, as you guys can tell here. You could close the retention in to have a tighter retention by screwing in these, or you could loosen them up to loosen the retention, meaning when you pull out the weapon. But for the Glock 43, I think it's a pretty cool holster. I've had pretty good experience with it so far. In my testing, it's been very comfortable to carry with me and can't really say anything bad about it yet. So I just wanted to mention a few other features. I know I already mentioned about the retention, but I didn't really get to demonstrate it. So it is very positive, and of course it is easily adjustable. All you need is a screwdriver or a multi-tool and you could easily do it. Also, another thing you could easily do, if you notice here, you have these holes. So there's 3 holes in total. So the ride height could be adjusted as higher or lower. And if you want to maintain 2 screws, you basically have 2 options. And if you really need it in a certain direction, you could use it on 1 screw, but it's not really necessary. Also, if you want, you could also remove this clip and put it right on top of the claw, and that way you have a wider distance from one clip to the other. So that way, if the clip is, let's say, intruding with your belt loop or with your belt buckle, you can certainly move it out of the way, and it should be a more comfortable fit. So that's one of the nice things about it. It is very modular. Also, you have this heat shield here, which is very important if you're in like a humid climate, so you don't sweat on the slide of your gun. Obviously, this is not going to get rusted, it's polymer, but the slide will. And the last thing I wanted to mention about this holster is that it's very lightweight, and that's an important attribute to have if you're going to be carrying it every day. You don't want something that's big and bulky and that's going to be heavy. So this is a very comfortable holster in my opinion. It's lightweight, which is very nice. It's all Kydex. There's no like big heavy metal pieces to it, which is pretty cool. It's open on the bottom, so if you did have a threaded barrel, for example, on your Glock 43, you could certainly use this holster. I'm not sure how many of you guys are out there, you know, suppressing your Glock 43s on EDC, but if you wanted to, you certainly could do so. So that's pretty much it. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments. Also, I'll leave links below to the holster so you guys can check it out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys next time. WRG, out.